Half-Life Nation, I couldn't be more excited to get this box. We've gotten early reports from our rider Skyrama in Maui that this board is the bomb. Now you might be wondering, where is Johnny right now? Well, right now we are simulcasting all around this great country and world of ours. Johnny, what's up?
Hello, Half-Life. I got a new toy, or a new box, and we're not quite sure what it is here, but I think it's a board. So
nice. We've just got, this is the new Armstrong WS40 flown in specifically so we can test and review it. We're gonna unbox this thing, take it out on the water, and go ahead and compare it to the SKT 311, its predecessor. Look how this thing comes off the water, how it splashes down, how it handles for all the wake foilers out there. Now meanwhile, Johnny should be getting his WS45. We're gonna test that in the ocean. We're gonna see how stable it is, how quickly it comes up, how it rides, how enjoyable it is. So we have WS40, WS45 we're gonna test. We have a WS410 coming to us. We already have the wing surfboard. We just need a little bit of wind. We're gonna tell you all about them, so stay tuned. Subscribe to our channel, come back for more. Let's see how this thing rides. Let's get it out of the box. I love how Armstrong packs this stuff. Not everybody puts this much padding on it. This is the way you get a product to your customers and you can feel really good that it's not gonna be damaged. Now a note, when I'm using a box cutter, I always cut really lightly to make sure I don't damage the board. Oh yeah, yeah. Looky, looky. We have the board in an Armstrong padded case. Look at that. The nice thing about these cases, these padded board bags, little things that Armstrong thinks about, like check out this handle. I've carried the WFS 5.5, WFS 5.11 through a lot of airports. This handle just feels better than a typical handle on your hand. I know it may sound funny, it's just real. I love the fact that you have a strap adjustable to carry it around. You know, when I'm around home, I don't use this strap, I take it off to keep it out of the way. But when I'm traveling through airports and stuff, this thing is absolutely money. Let's take a look. It's like a kid on Christmas Day. Oh yeah. I gotta tell you, one of my favorite things to do for our customers is we take all the boards out of the bags and we get them to them. I actually like putting on the pads because it creates a relationship board to our customer and everything. But this is sweet. You can tell they spent the time to figure out right where to put these pads. As you saw in other reviews, longer mast track, and check out the inside of it. That's all carbon, bro. Yeah. Custom mast track in there, all carbon. And as you can see a little bit better angle there. All carbon. Carbon's all about power transfer, drive through the water. When you want responsiveness, going back and forth, any microscopic movement that happens takes away from your performance. A nice carbon track here is gonna make it happen a little bit quicker and make it a little bit stiffer. And you can see here that they went ahead and elongated this track. And then to make it easier for some of you who forget, do I move my mast back? Do I move my mast forward? Look, minus lift, plus lift. If you want less lift, if you're popping up really fast, go ahead and move it back. If you want more lift, go ahead and bring it further forward. On the prior generation of the boards, I really ride between 3 and 4 almost all the time. So it's gonna take a little bit of experimentation. I'm gonna bring the tool with me to figure out the right thing. The other thing when we look at the bottom, check out the double concave at the front. Now the design intent here is that it'll separate from the water more quickly, and also if you splash down, it will relaunch. And then also similar to the SKT 311 and those boards, check out the bevel on the sides. That bevel allows for a quick splashdown, and when you hit a wave, if you're wake foiling or if you're in the surf and you want it to separate, this little bevel gives you a bit of a separation to come off there. And then if you look at the back's nice and flat. What I appreciate when I'm in the ocean and I'm prone foiling, I like a wider back here so it doesn't catch in the wave when I take off. So you know, when you look at boards, if it's more of a pintail back here, just make sure you're ready for that, because sometimes it will track as you're getting up on the wave. I like this because it lets me have my feet a little less precise, get up, get situated, get on foil in the ocean, and have a great time. But you can see it's nice and flat. I can't wait to see how this goes. Now on the deck, in addition to new graphics, you can see there's a footbed, and it's a little bit concave. And the intention here was to bring your feet a little bit closer to the foil, a little bit closer to the water. And so you can see now there's a little bit of a concave. Coming down it. The other thing too, check this out. I have positions here for back foot strap. So if we want to jump this thing, if you want to ride it for, you know, another sport, up here, this round of boards now has the Ys. So if you're gonna put foot straps on this and you want to use this for wing, so you can use it for wing, it's got to be ready to sink it down. You know, you're gonna have the ability to put a foot strap here, here, and then here. Or if you want, you can just stick with the one side, you know, and go like that, or put an angle. Nice flexibility. So this board's light, it's beautiful, sport feet, WS40. One other thing, some people wonder, like, does the board matter? Isn't it all just the foil under the water? The board does matter. And whether you get this Armstrong, or whether you decide to get something like the FFB Freedom Foil Boards Whip, you know, one of the things, or one of the other ones, what you want to look at is, what is the board made of? It turns out when you have all carbon, you get more power transfer. Helps you pump better, it's more responsive when you're in the turns. Not all carbon is considered equal. Now, the one thing that Armstrong has here is they have the dual carbon system right here. And what that is running the length of the board, the stringer, it's carbon that gets sandwiched together, and it runs the whole length of it. And believe it or not, when you go to pump it, to put this kind of pressure on it, to make it move, you know, some boards will have flex. You won't see it. I mean, I've seen a few boards break because of it, but you feel it. And you just know that when you're doing a wave transfer, or you're doing one of the other moves that we've done, the bus stop or whatever, when you pump this thing, you get more acceleration and power. At least out of the SKT 311, all carbon board, we're gonna see if this compares. I got a hunch with the dual carbon system right there that this is gonna do it. You don't need to jump out and buy this as your first foil board. If you're not an intermediate rider, so if you're not dropping that rope on the second wave, if you're not doing wave transfers, save this for like a Christmas gift or a couple months down the road. But once you get to that point where you're doing wave transfers and you're starting to pump, whether you're doing our ladder transitions where you're going out behind the boat, whether you're going down the shaft and you're dropping way back, carbon boards do make a difference. You know, you're probably gonna get 10 to 15% more acceleration, more responsiveness out of an all carbon board than you're gonna get out of glass or a carbon glass layup. It just is what it is. When you got on those boards, they feel damp. So if you can afford it and you're ready for it, go all carbon. We're gonna get this thing in the water right now, and we're gonna come back, we're gonna tell you what we think. Stay tuned. Hey, and don't forget to subscribe and come back, because we're gonna review all these boards, tell you what's up. And if you have any questions, like how does this compare to other brands and how other brands ride, just give us a call or shoot us a note. We'll tell you the honest truth. We ride the products that we like the most, and we test a lot of them to make sure that we get the ones that we like. Although we are an Armstrong dealer, we also are enthusiasts and we love foiling, as you know from checking out our Instagram. There's our Instagram account, and watching our other YouTube videos. We're in it to ride the best stuff. We sell the best stuff. That's all I gotta say about that.